Like, even as a church, you all are talking about, use condoms. Be like,
Yeah.
Be like, this is the most trusted condom, pun intended.
Should the church address and provide guidance on the use of modern contraceptives and sexual health?
Very black, muted mic.
I think they should. Yeah, I think they should, because this information, people are going to go look for it elsewhere. So you'd rather receive it from a place that you can trust, and that, at least the information does not have other motives, which is maybe to sell. Yeah.
I disagree. Because it goes against the whole PR system, bro. Like, even as a church, you all are talking about, use condoms. Be like, Be like, this is the most trusted condom, pun intended. You have to appreciate the effort. You have to appreciate the effort, my guys. Anyway,
Get out.
But it goes against what the church normally stands for, I think, because they do tell us not to have sex. Yes, the same person can tell you, be like, use condoms. Like, the option is there.
In the event that.
No. I feel like that space should be there, but it shouldn't be the church.
It shouldn't be the church.
Because then you're sort of playing games.
I agree, because like the church have this standard, which is the Bible, and the Bible talks about abstaining from all sexual sins and everything. And so for them to be like, okay, abstain, but in the event you don't, it's kind of hectic.
I don't think necessarily them giving you that information is now you can go do everything, but just do this. It's just the information and the knowledge. Also, knowledge is power.
Not always.
Yeah,
ignorance is bliss sometimes, bro.
Ignorance is some of the best feelings you can have in life. But me, I feel I actually agree with both of them, because at that point you are just preaching or teaching on stuff that goes against the doctrine that you give in church, and at that point you are turning the pulpit into a social platform to address social issues rather than it being a religious and a spiritual issue. So the part where the Bible clearly says abortion's wrong, right? Why are you showing people the option or the ways for people to avoid giving birth or getting pregnant in the first place, if by doctrine you are a person who doesn't even go that far? You are like, no sex is your stance. Why teach on the social while you have the spiritual war you should be fighting? So
I don't think necessarily it should be taught at the pulpit, but there can be facilities offered. Like they invite people who are social health workers to just come and talk to you, because even things like safe sex, maybe it can also be used when you're married. And you guys maybe want to plan what time to have kids and all that. So
what are you saying?
I'm saying that the information doesn't hurt to know.
I get that. It goes back to the whole pulpit thing. Like if they're preaching it on the pulpit, that's crazy. Yeah, like that shouldn't be happening. But in terms of having a space where people can like create awareness on her part, so that at least they know that this is wrong and we preach that it's wrong, but you need to know that.
Am I wrong to believe that I'll rather trust scientists than pastors in this topic?
Pastors can be scientists.
True. But don't you think it will feel more, don't say objective, when it comes from a scientist who's seeing from a point of the absolute truth that they deal with, rather than a pastor who might have a different agenda or some other opinions while giving the topic? So
True.
Not necessarily. Oh, sorry, you want to say something?
Sure, I can say something. So for me, I fully agree with what Raf said about, I don't think church is a place to to preach about that. I mean, to say about that. For me, it's a bit different. I think it should be done at home with the parents.
No, thank
many
you.
might disagree. Many
Wow.
might disagree, but I think if you start like from an early age, then now you can get your kids used to it. Because obviously for us,
Early age.
I mean, listen,
What's an early age?
Child services.
I mean, you can start like at a base level at around like 12, 13, because that's how I was like done for. My mom like taught us about those things. Like when I was 12, 13, she started teaching about those things. So that's why I'm not so curious to go find out like by for myself.
That's boss.
So yeah, I think that's what I believe. Oh.
But yeah, in rebuttal to what Eric was saying, both of them care about a certain aspect of your life that you have taken to be, in a sense. Like the scientific one, sure, there's medicine or whatever, but you can't say the pastor is zero, well, at the same time you have a spiritual life that you're trying to, grow, nurture and all that. So he's also serving a purpose, bro. So you can't say his nini is like irrelevant, his opinion. You get?
And also, it's not necessarily that it's the pastor that's going to come and tell you all the nitty-gritties, but they can invite a trusted person who they know they don't have an agenda behind.
Trust. Sorry.
Yeah, because not nobody, but you can't trust all these clinics.
She hasn't gotten what I've said.
I do. I just ignored it.
Oh, thank you.
Still making condom jokes, guys. That's where we
And
are
we're
at.
ignoring him. Guys, ignore the man. So yeah, it's not necessarily the pastor who's going to be preaching, but at least they're making it a platform where people can get information.
Okay, I have a slightly controversial statement / question to make.
Take it to them.
Yeah, and my statement is the church don't speak about sex or contraceptives in depth because they want you to come having made the mistake so that you can come and be more broken and they can fix you. Because all they tell you is stay away from sex. They don't tell you why, they don't tell you how, so they just wait for you to go make the mistake. Then if you're remorseful and you come back and then now they can guide you through the mistake. That's a question / statement. I don't know how you guys are going to handle that. Food for thought.
With how I operate personally, I disagree 100%. Because, like, I don't know, I like having self-accountability is a big thing, bro. Like, you have to know when to take, charge of when you mess up and just own it. Take your L and see how you maneuver. Cause trust me, I've played the blame game for a while, and it is just wasteful. It's just wasteful because at the end of the day, nothing is solved. You're still in your pit, and the other people don't really care, and your life is the one that's getting affected. So, bro, you have to move.
Fair enough.